That's better. You beautiful lot. My name's Jason. This is my 80's podcast. You put the boom boom into my heart. Right, you beautiful lot. My name's Jason, and this is my 80's podcast. You put the boom boom into my heart. Right, I've got an amazing guest on with me today. So I've got Keith from TikTok. Absolutely one of the most funniest men I've seen in a long time, and it's my privilege to have this man on my podcast, and actually the first male that I've been able to interview for a while. I don't know why. I think the men are a little bit shyer than the women. So please take a listen and a look at Keith doing 10 questions, 10 minutes and 10 seconds to answer. And after this, there's a part 2 which will be coming a bit later on, where I've been asking him some questions about the 80s. It was absolutely such a funny man and such an amazing human being. So please take a look and a listen at this amazing man. Right, you beautiful. My name's Jason. This is my 80s podcast. You put the boom boom into my heart. Right, I'm here with the amazing Keith. How are you, Keith?
You know what? I'm bloody amazing. I'm just very calm a chameleon. I'm raring to go.
Are you ready for these? I have to be honest with these questions. When I answer them, I get more nervous than anybody else because I feel like I have to do them really quick. And if you don't get the answer, I seem to give it away. I'm really rubbish at that.
Don't worry.
Are you ready?
I'm used to it. Go on then.
Come on then. So the first question is, which film is the following quote from? I guess you guys aren't really ready for that, but the kids are going to love it.
Oh God.
Think.
Goonies.
Oh. No, we'll go on to the next one. I'll tell you one after. Right, who directed the 80s movie E.T.?
Steven Spielberg.
Oh, see, I'll give you the answer. What 80s film with the famous words "They're here" was co-written by Steven Spielberg? So the words in the film was that they're here, they're here.
Oh, Poltergeist.
There you go.
Right. Yeah, Poltergeist.
How many movies was Tom Cruise in the 1980s?
Oh,
I've got a question. It's a multiple choice. It's either 10, 12, or 8.
I'm going to go in the 80s. I'm going to go 8.
Name the 1986 film with Tom Cruise in as a student at the United States Naval Elite Fire Weapons School. You will get it. It's one of his famous films.
Oh.
There you go. Right. Number 4, which song performed by Irene Cara served as a title track to the 1980 movie about a performing arts school in New York City?
No idea. Hey.
No idea. Can you name the famous 80s female singer who starred as Cleo Hewitt and her famous brother home was called the Neverland Ranch?
Famous.
Yeah, can you name the famous 80s female singer who starred as Cleo Hewitt in what you've just said?
Janet Jackson.
Right, that's it. So I'm a fire. I'm going to have to get paid. Right. The romantic ballad "Up Where We Belong" by Joe Cocker and Jennifer Warner is from which 1982 film?
An Officer and a Gentleman.
Can you name one of the actors from that? The main actor from that? His name?
Is it Richard Gere?
I'll tell you when we're done. Number 6, question 6. The Motown group, the Four Tops, had a surprise UK hit in 1988 singing about having fun in which Mexican city?
Loco Poco. Well, that's Poco, isn't it?
Can you name the 1988 film starring Phil Collins that song was on the soundtrack?
Yes, I can.
Go on then. Number 7. Who sang the hit Celebration in 1981?
Paul and the Gang.
They also wanted you to something on it in 1981 hit.
Well, see, in school we had different words for
Oh,
song.
they all did though, didn't they? What was your words at school? Go on.
Well, it was get down on it, suck my helmet.
I think we heard that one. I think we used to say that one to be absolutely.
I know we get. I used to just say that anyway.
Just for the sake of it, I would have done that. Numbers 8.
Get down on it. Get down on it.
Which Motown legend had a hit in the 80s with Chain Reaction?
A bit of Diana Ross.
And can you name the song that she duetted on with Lionel Richie?
Endless Love.
Right, question. Oh God, I didn't know why I put this one down. Question number 9. In 1989 film When Harry Met Sally, what was Meg Ryan's character fate in?
He was looking at organisms.
She was. Meg also starred in 1986 film We Mentioned with Tom Cruise.
Yes. I think was that Sleepless in Seattle.
Oh, that's that next one. Right, question 10. Channel 4 began broadcasting in the UK in 1982, and one of its flagship shows was the soap opera Brookside. In which city was that set?
Oh, Brookside was in Liverpool.
And can you name the famous? Yes.
Sorry.
Can you name the famous actress that played Sheila Grant in Brookside?
Sue Johnson.
Oh.
Sue Johnson.
Right, that's them done. So we'll go through them and we can Mickey take if we want. So which film was following quotes was I guess you guys aren't ready for that, but your kids are, was Back to the Future.
Oh, nah, we'll never have a clue.
And then I couldn't ask you the next question. It was who played Marty Fly, which would have been Michael J. Fox.
Right,
if I'd have said that, you'd have probably got, yeah. So yeah, it was. So who directed the 80s movie was Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
And it was Poltergeist.
Yeah.
And how many movies was Tom Cruise in the 80s? He was in 12. 12.
Really?
I have to be honest. I'm not a massive Tom Cruise fan. I have to be honest.
Hit or miss with him. Hit or miss. I mean, I've not watched anything for a long time. I mean, I think like all of his films nowadays. I mean, he's a massive movie star.
Yeah.
I don't watch the Mission Impossible ones.
No, I haven't.
So
I have to be honest.
If we started listing them, you'd probably think, oh my God, he wasn't in that many.
It was in quite a lot of them, wasn't there? So right, and so number 4, and it was Fame, and it was Janet Jackson. Do you know what? I didn't think anyone would get that, and it was Officer and a Go on.
I wouldn't have said Janet Jackson. It was only because you said Neverland.
Neverland. So number 5 was Officer and a Gentleman, and it was Richard Gere.
And who was the woman? Was it Karen? Karen someone? No.
Yes, it was.
No.
Was it Wheeler? No, that's back to. That's the wrong era. That is, Jay.
Oh yeah.
Karen Wheeler
was soul
to soul.
Anyway,
I'm gonna have to have a look at that. So yeah, it was Acapulco and Buster. Fucking Busted.
Buster.
And Cool in the Gang. It was Cool in the Gang. Yeah. Get Down on It. Diana Ross, Endless Love, brilliant. And they all got. So the film we mentioned was she was in Top Gun, basically.
Was she? Oh,
yeah.
She was Goose's.
Yeah.
She was Goose's.
And 10 was.
You know what I heard? I heard Tom Hanks.
Oh, did you?
That's why.
Jason.
In Seattle.
Yes. That's some I'd have, to be fair. And the 10th one was Liverpool and Sue Johnston, even better.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. So this, I have to be honest, every time I do this 10-10-10 thing, it absolutely scares the life out of me because I've done it with a few people because I have to do it because I'm really bad at doing it really quick. And then, like when you answer them and it's wrong or you get it right and I'm not supposed to say it and I'll go, yay. And it's like, you're not supposed to say yeah, Jay. You're supposed to tell them at the end of it. But you know what? It was
thank you.
That was absolutely brilliant. How amazing was Keith? Just such a funny man, and that was brilliant, Keith. Thanks ever so much for taking part. It was an absolute privilege. So part 2 will be coming, not next week, the week after. So please join us. The second part's even better than the first. I'm going to leave that in. I'm going to leave it for that.